Every year, the Down the River Cleanup, sponsored by We Love Clean Rivers and the Clackamas River Basin Council, along with other county and community groups, unites citizens to traverse the lower Clackamas River and remove tons of trash that builds up every season. So let's take a trip down the Clackamas River and discover the passion and dedication present at this year's Down the River Cleanup. With such a diverse community committed to giving back and pulling tons of trash from the river every season, it begs the question, where does all this garbage come from anyway?
Hello, my name is John Ludlow. I'm Clackamas County Commission Chair. With me is my wife, Dan, and Rebecca. We're going down to clean up the river. Unfortunately, not everybody is good stewards of this river, and they leave a lot of debris in their recreation time on our river. So these good people have volunteered, and we're looking forward to taking tons of garbage out of the river this year.
Well, we pull out 2,500, 3,000 pounds of trash on a single day, which is mind-boggling. And so you feel like you are giving back to the river, and that's really important.
Any way you look at it, the Down the River Cleanup event brings out the best in our citizens. It gives people an adventure to set out upon, good for them to do along the way, and satisfaction in knowing they did their part to preserve the Clackamas River for future generations.
I've got a little 4-year-old, and this way when she's my age, she can hopefully enjoy the same routes I did. But it always makes a positive impact, because that's less that's going to get into our oceans, other waterways. Every piece we pick up and keep from getting in the river is a bonus.
This year, the Down the River Cleanup expanded to include over 20 miles of the Clackamas River, starting at Milo-McIver State Park.
So we've got volunteers on 21 miles of river going all the way to the confluence where the Clackamas meets with the Willamette River. It's a very solidified community now with all these different partners, and one thing that I think is just so cool that we see every year is we get kayakers, we get drift boats, so lots of anglers. We get people on stand-up paddle boards and canoes and on rafts, and it's really nice to see all those different types of boaters and types of recreationalists working together.
Although stewardship can go a long way to remedy a variety of issues in and around our watershed, the fact of the matter is the Clackamas River is a popular place, and the heavier the traffic and usage, the greater the impact becomes. And that doesn't bode well for native species or our water quality.
Overuse means it's a popular place, and there's reason for it to be popular. It's the backyard of Portland. It's also a gathering place for people in Clackamas County. It provides drinking water for nearly 400,000 people. That's 10% of our state. And we have genetic legacy fish populations, Clackamas populations, including wild coho, spring chinook, and steelhead.
So it's fair to say that Clackamas River has a few challenges ahead, and although it might seem like an uphill battle, doing nothing is simply not an option for those who love our natural resources.
For me personally, you see so much on the news, and you see reports on what's happening to the environment, and it's a little discouraging. But things like this, it's an opportunity to make a difference and to feel like there's hope.